The flag of Alabama is pretty simple. White background, red X. But symbols on flags are supposed to mean something, aren't they? So what does this flag mean? That question was submitted to Ask Alabama by Scott, who also correctly guessed that it's tied to the Confederacy. The law adopting the flag didn't include the meaning behind this symbol, but it was clear that the X on the flag, also referred to by flag scholars as a saltire or cross of St. Andrew, was designed to be a remembrance of the Confederate battle flag. Which is kind of an answer, but it leads to the question, well, why was there an X on the Confederate battle flag? Looking into that did not go the way I thought it would. As it turns out, Scott, that X on the Confederate battle flag was put there because the flag was designed to not offend the Jewish community. I'm not joking. So back during the Civil War, Confederates were facing a little bit of an organization problem. On the field of battle, it could get a little confusing as to who was where because the official national flag of the Confederacy looked an awful lot from a distance like the American flag. To help clear up the confusion, General P.G.T. Beauregard tasked one of his aides with coming up with a battle flag that looked distinct from the American flag. The aide he chose was William Miles, who had formerly served on a committee to pick the original national Confederate flag. During his time on that committee, he fought against the adoption of their current flag because he correctly guessed it could cause confusion on the battlefield. He also championed a flag of his own design that looked like this. Red background, blue cross with stars on it, and the symbols of a crescent and a palmetto tree. The crescent and the palmetto tree were popular symbols of the American Revolution. Anyway, he showed off the design to get some feedback, and he did, from Charles Moyes. Charles Moyes was a Jewish Confederate who said, "Yeah, that's great, but isn't the cross kinda Christian-y? Shouldn't our national flag avoid religious symbols so everybody feels included?" And William Miles decided, "Yeah, I guess you're right. I wouldn't want the Confederate flag to offend anyone." He wanted the flag to be politically correct. This really happened. So he altered the design so that the blue cross with stars on it became a blue X with stars on it. He also ditched the palmetto tree and the crescent. He actually wrote that the flag design was changed so as not to offend the Jewish community. Now, his design was rejected by the committee as the national flag, but got scooped up by General Beauregard as a battle flag for the Army of Northern Virginia. It eventually got so popular it was incorporated into the national Confederate flag towards the end of the Civil War, and it's the flag most people know of today as the Confederate flag. As for the meaning of the X, Miles indicated it was to symbolize strength and progress, so from that we can infer some meaning from the Alabama flag. The X stands for strength, or progress, but definitely the Confederacy, but also not offending the Jewish community. Really, really. I'm Jonathan Soboleski for Reckon. Do you have questions about Alabama? Me and the rest of the Ask Alabama team are standing by. You can submit your questions by going to AL.com/ask. And for even more videos, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Reckon by AL.com. Thanks for watching.